Yo everybody, welcome back to another video. I have some news for you guys. I recently switched from arrow keys on a 100% keyboard to a 60% third Razer Huntsman Mini here. Yeah, I switched to WASD a couple weeks ago, and now I think I've gotten pretty good on it. I haven't been on WASD before, so I'm going to show you guys my settings, my keybinds. And just like these settings, before I show you, these settings will not make you good at Fortnite. I've been on these for a week or two. This is just what's comfortable for me, personal preference, all that stuff. I have WSD, like I said before. I play on WSD, and I still have the arrow keys bound in case I want to switch back to it if it gets too hard or something like that. I can just, um, these three are default. Space bars for jump, sprint is for shift, then cut is for control. Let's just yeah. And then now here's where it gets a little weird. My pickaxe is 1 because I use it like that. But my first slot is actually my shotgun. So I have it on 3 because it's easiest to reach. Then I have weapon slot 2 for AR or SMG. Weapon slot 3 is for utility, so like a shotgun grenade or a consumable item like the grappler. 5 and V are for my consumable items, so like heals, like medkits, bandages, all that stuff. Then I scroll it up and C to swap weapons in case I, want to swap a weapon and I don't have enough items in my slot here. I mainly use the scroll wheel up to open chests and things like that. Yeah. Here are my keybinds here, guys. Wall is for Q. No, sorry, Q is for wall. F is for floor. F3 is actually my F3 is my front mouse button here. So if I go up to here, I'll show you guys. If I click this right here, so if I do that, and then I click this front mouse button right here where my thumb is, guys, you'll see that's actually bound to F3. And then the same thing for the roof is actually my back-facing mouse button, which is F1. So if I click that, see, goes the same thing. Now edit is for E, T is for trap. I find that pretty good. I usually have repair upgrade for G, but I switched it to H recently because I have G for something else. I usually have G for either push to talk or I have G for push to talk, or I have Alt for push to talk, because sometimes I can switch between the two, because depending on the day, I would either feel like pressing Alt or press G, because it's just easier for me. Then B is for emote, that's default, and then everything else here is for default, so I have I for toggle inventory, which is actually my sensitivity changer on my mouse. So if I scroll up for you guys, press this, so if I click that, if I press this right here, this button, this very back button right here, it's actually bound to I. Yeah, so cursor mode is the other alt button. I don't use this often, so I just have it there because it looks cool. And then N is for quest, and then toggle map is for M. And then I already posted a settings video on this, but since you guys are watching, I might as well give it to you, give you the news. Yeah, hopefully you guys have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye.